missed the Prince chemtrails thing, and I'm gonna probably have to replay that because I forgot that we have to leave this on. So hold on just a second. I'm gonna play this now for you guys.
Young Americans.
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. An area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. On the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. From Middle America. From Middle America.
So it's pretty awesome, Admiral Burr, and he also has a book out that you might be interested in checking out. I played 5 minutes of that Prince interview, and we may have to go back to it because I didn't turn it on. I forgot. I'm working with oh, actually, yeah, it did come out. Sorry, yeah, it did come out. It did come out. I thought it didn't come out. It's only the when I transfer it from other media. Mm-hmm. Oh, so it did come out. So real quick, I'm going to play in a minute here. I'm going to play Richie from Boston, and his quote on his YouTube channel is, he is a flat earther. So, but it says question mark at the end. So I will play that in a minute, but I want to talk about my research on where I think the sun is at and where I think the moon is at. So we know that when you take a 747 Boeing airplane, it gets about 30,000 miles an hour, 30,000 miles, right, above the earth. We know that. So I have been on planes several times, and I have looked out the window, and I have noticed that the sun sometimes goes below the clouds and below the plane I'm on. And I'm not talking about the sun setting. I'm talking about the sun going down. So in the way I see it, it's hard to explain the way I think I think that the sun and the moon is rotating around us, and we're not rotating around the sun. So the facts that scientists give us is that we're supposed to be spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and we're supposed to be rotating around the sun, which I think is not the with my theory now. It's a theory that I came up with from experiments I did, and if you want to know about some of the experiments I did 7 experiments that were in line with my school. So if you want to know all those experiments, you can do all the same experiments yourself, and you could check out the experiments yourself, so that you could do these experiments, so that you have, maybe you come up with the same conclusion, maybe you have the same idea. Roman just said hi to you. You know Roman? Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
He says what's up to you, man. Hey Roman, thank you for tuning in. Steve's gonna be talking about aliens on I'm
gonna be telling you where you can find them at. Might take you a year, might take you 3 years, but you would find them.
I'm going to give you guys a hint. He lives like directly, I always say 100 miles from Lisa Trujillo. And Lisa Trujillo lives in Roswell. And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
It ain't 100 miles. It's a lot farther than that.
Yeah. So you messed up my train of thought here, man.
Oh, you know what? It said 100 miles. It's not even close to be 100
100 miles and running. No.
More like 300 miles.
So, like I said, my experiment, and one other thing is my son just came back from California, and I asked him to take a picture in the sky for me. And what I saw was a flat Earth, because he didn't take it from a fisheye lens. He took it from one of the newest iPhones that are out, and the Earth looked flat. There was no curvature in the horizon. You didn't see any curvature in the horizon. And one thing that I didn't bring up to him was that the sun was about the same height as the airplane that he was on. And I'll have to go back and get those pictures, but it was really crazy to see him, or to see those pictures that he showed me that he had took from his trip to California. So it's like you really have to do your research if you're really interested in this. Now, once you become part of this, once you start looking into the flat Earth, it's like an everyday thing. Like I'm at work and I'm working all day and I'm thinking about the flat Earth. And I know how Steve feels now, because I've known him since I was 15 years old, and I told him that he's famous in the alien world because everybody he talks to, he talks about aliens. Did I tell you that? Yes or no?
Yeah, you told me that.
Okay, so now I know how he feels, because every day of my life now, I talk about the flat Earth with everybody I could talk about it with. I try to give them as much information as I can. I talk about it all over the place. So my theory is it's different times. So I think that the Earth is a solid object. It's not moving. Okay, this is my theory part of it all. It could be a flat Earth, but I'm not going to get into the flat Earth part. But I think it's a solid object, a solid rock, basically, and it's not moving. And I think the sun and the moon are rotating around us from the top. So if you look up in the sky, just imagine the sun and the Earth rotating around us. And when the sun sets, it's too far away from the horizon for us to see it, but it's still eye length. So if we had a camera or telescope that could see that far, we would probably still see the sun in the horizon. And that's why I've been taping so many of these moons in the daytime. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm recording moons in the daytime. Why are there moons in the daytime? Because sometimes that moon don't rotate as far as it should. And we've talked about, if you go to my page, also, I posted a link on a generated sun that the Germans have launched a simulator to help the sun, because it sounds like from this that the sun is losing power over the years. Yeah, they said it'd be 1 million years before the sun burnt out. But why would we need simulators in the sky? I know America probably has one now. I know. So if they could send these simulators up to the sun is closer than that they're telling us. They're saying it's 93 million miles away. I want to say the sun is like 50,000 to 200,000 miles away. And that is scary. That's scary.
I thought you said we couldn't send anything past the hemisphere.
Yeah, we can't send anything past the Orion belt, but that's the Orion. I'll have to look that up, but I think that's 300,000 miles away. The Van Allen belt. I have to look that up, but the Van Allen belt is like so. I think that the sun is inside of the Van Allen belt, inside of the firmament, the sun and the moon. So I kind of explained to you how I think it's working here. I'm gonna show Steve real quick on paper again. There's the Earth, right? Here's the sun and the moon. And it's going like this around the Earth. Not around a globe, but around the flat Earth on top of it. So imagine if you put a plate down and you put two balls on top of the plate and you rotate them clockwork, that's the way the moon and the sun are going. It's kind of like a clock. Basically, you look at a clock and you put the clock down. Hey, Denise, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
I think you watched that movie Thor too much.
Say hi to Denise real
How's it
quick.
going, Denise?
I put a lot of information out here, Denise. I don't know if you got to hear any of it, but it's pretty interesting, some of the stuff I talked about. Now, we got on the air, and now Steve don't want to say he's leaning towards a flat earth. When we off the air, he says, yeah, he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He even writes it sometimes. He even gets on social media and writes it, and now he don't want to say nothing about it. That's messed up, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So real quick again, before I get into... Oh, I didn't say how far the moon was. Like I said, the sun is probably 50,000 to 200,000 miles. Well, the sun is 50,000 miles away, and we'll say as far as the Van Allen belts or the firmament. So that's where I think the sun is. The moon is even closer, I think. I think the moon is 30,000 miles away to 100,000 miles away, depending on the way you're looking at it. And as far as you're looking at what I just said, the horizon. When you're looking out over the horizon, whether it's the sunset or you're looking at the sunrise. In the east, you got the sun rising, and the west, you got the sunset. So it just depends on your horizon. But I really believe that the sun and the earth now, or the sun and the moon, are in Earth's atmosphere, and we are the center of the earth, or the center of the universe. Yes, there's probably other universes outside of our universe. And, when I was growing up, we talked about we were the only universe, but then eventually they said, yes, there were universe. But inside our universe, there's no aliens. So, Steve, I know he's going to do his conspiracy on aliens, but I've already given...
conspiracy, man. It's all fact.
All right.
I don't know. It's no conspiracy. It's all fact. And I proved it to you. That's why you believe me.
Yeah. He says, they're saying, come on, Chris, I'm not crazy. I know you didn't say it, Chris. I know Steve said it. But I'm going to play something real quick for you. It's Richie from Boston. And just check out what he has to say. It's pretty interesting. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe to Richie from Boston, Russian Vids, and ODD. And they went ahead and they did all kinds of research. And I know Richie from Boston, he did all the research on the chemtrails. His biggest thing is the chemtrails. So just check this out. Let me know what you think, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today's the 13th of March, 2017. And I put this video up showing, and the name of it was Proof the Moon is Not 238,900 miles away. And I've gotten hit by an entire other army of trolls. So right now, the way it stands, I have about 4 separate camps of trolls that are steadily commenting and attacking the channel pretty much out of the blue. Let me explain something to you. You see this little subscribe button? Hit that subscribe button and then hit the little bell right next to it, because the comments I'm getting from my regular subscribers are they're not getting my videos in their feed. Well, that's been going on for about 6 months. And the trolls that I'm getting hit with, well, those are the standard anti-flat earth, anti-globe, anti-NASA, pro-NASA trolls that have been attacking all the other channels for a long, long time, and apparently it's my turn now. The number one comment I get is, you do realize the moon's much larger than the Prudential building. Yeah, I do. And I actually say it in the video, I think a couple of times, but why listen to the video when you can just look at the title and comment, which is what most people do? The fact that the building is 4 miles away and the moon is a reported 238,000 miles away, it sort of balances out the difference in size. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, for all those commenters that are like, you're an idiot, this is ridiculous, blah, 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 where's your proof? Where is any of your proof? That's what I want to know.